Hi everyone, welcome back to Jessie Lifestyle at Home. In today's video, we're just jumping right on in and I'm showing you the befores of my tile floor. If you've been here a while, you know I've struggled with this floor. It's textured like travertine tile and there's like a lot of pits. The grout lines are deep and uneven and it's really been a struggle to try and keep these clean. So just wanted to give you a good look because these floors are absolutely filthy. This is the only room in the house that we wear our shoes in. We take our shoes usually off at the door, but sometimes, you know, we need to quickly go wash our hands at the sink or go from one door to the garage. So this floor definitely takes a huge beating. First, I got to get all the little crumbs off the floor and I moved my mats. That way I could get to all of the dirt. I'm going to be using my new steam cleaner in here, not sponsored. I did a lot of research on what I wanted in a steam cleaner and I found one that I feel like will meet all my needs. We'll have to see. I decided on the Owaski brand. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that or not. It comes with a really long handle. It also comes, you could use it like with a short handle as well, but I definitely wanted one that came with a longer handle. It came with these brushes as well, some different mop heads and attachments, some microfiber cloth. It even came with a glove to handle it when it's really hot. It came with a brush head, a window cleaning head, and then also like a regular mop head as well, because you could use it as a regular steam mop. So we'll have to check out the different attachments in like a future video. Right now I'm just using it with the kind of detail steam brush, and I am using filtered water because we have a really awful water here, so I'm going to make sure that no calcium or hard water, you know, buildup is going to happen in this machine. So I'm using a bunch of water, and then the top just kind of pushes on, and you can also refill in the middle of the session without having to like let it cool down like some of the others that I saw. And it will show you exactly how hot it can get, and it has a wet and dry, and it'll tell you hold while you're waiting to actually use the machine. And then I'm going to let out some of the water. I first started using the wet steam and then I switched over to the dry steam because the wet was just a little bit too much moisture around the bottoms of the cabinets. But this did a phenomenal job of getting all of the dirt that has been collecting in the grout. Like I said, the grout in the kitchen is kind of deep. So when I'm just using a regular mop, it kind of takes the dirty water from the tiles and then it kind of gathers into the grooves of the grout. So I kind of like am having a losing battle here. I immediately wanted to get all of that dirty water out so that it didn't settle back down. I'm using my safety shoes, my little Crocs in here, just so I can kind of keep my feet a little bit safe. And I'm not even gonna lie, this took me all day long. Like seriously, it took me all day long because I was being very deliberate with cleaning the grout lines. Like I was mean in business. At first I was using the O-Cedar flat mop head to kind of help mop up the water, but eventually I just started using dish towels to just kind of sop up all of the dirty water out of there. But this was tough. It was better on my back and knees than if I had gotten on the floor with my handheld steamer, but it was still kind of tedious, and I ended up getting some blisters on my hand, not from the heat, but from the friction of using the wand like back and forth to kind of get all of the grooves and everything. But overall, I'm really pleased with this machine, and we'll see how it goes when I use it, you know, in other ways. But as for this was amazing. Like if I can do this deep clean maybe once a month and I can kind of keep up with it, maybe I won't hate my floor so much. Eventually we are going to be replacing these floors, And to be honest, we're going to be rearranging the cabinets in here as well, just for a better flow and add more storage in here. I can't wait for that, but until then, I'm just going to keep these. I had thought about putting some like peel and stick on this, but the grout lines are so deep that you would definitely see the difference of the flooring underneath the peel and stick. And I'm just going to live with it for a while and trying to make the best of it. We've had it for 5 years and I've been on my hands and knees. I've used bleach. I've done like machines that like whirl like grout scrubbers, and they work, but like they fling like just dirty water everywhere, and it's just always a hassle trying to keep these floors clean. Hopefully, like I said, I can do a deep clean like once a month, and then hopefully can maintain these better and easier. I also love that the tank is pretty huge. So I did probably half of my kitchen before I needed to refill the tank. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't have to wait for the steamer to like cool down or anything before handling it. I was able to take the lid right off, add more water, put the lid down, and then it reheated within like a couple minutes. And I was ready to go back at cleaning these horrible, like dirty floors. So this is the after. There are some parts that look a little dark, and that's because it isn't fully dry yet, but I wanted to make sure to get a after before I forgot about it. But it did an amazing job. I'm really happy with the way that the tile turned out. Again, this is not sponsored. I researched it and spent my very own money on it, but if you're in the market for a like versatile steam cleaner as well, I will leave the links in the description box below. But I'm very happy with how all of this turned out. And that was one whole day of just steaming the floors. I figured I would come in to the entryway because I needed to tidy this area up and kind of get everything just a good clean in here. I can't believe Malcolm is starting school soon. I'm sorry that I've been kind of back and forth on getting videos out. We've just been incredibly busy trying to gear up for the new school year, and Malcolm is in a couple different like therapies and stuff that I had to get set up. He's still doing speech therapy and also like some physical therapy and other therapies as well. So trying to get all of those like organized, and then everything I need to tell his teacher, and like just I don't know, it's just been a whirlwind of back to school stuff. We went back to school shopping and he got to pick out a couple of pairs of clothes. I still need to get him some shoes. He actually doesn't start until well after Labor Day, but that's going to be here before we know it. I also cannot wait to finish this dresser. Once he gets in school, I have like an ongoing list of things that I want to tackle, and you know, when I won't be like distracted by him, I'll have the whole day to like get a lot of stuff done. So I'm going to be so productive and, you know, hopefully film all of it and just, you know, back to having my channel as a more focus. It's been almost a year since I redid these stairs, and they look amazing and they've held up wonderfully. I wish I had gotten a really good close-up of the stairs, but they were previously stained black and white, and the black stain just wore so badly. Like it just, you could see where the paths that people would take. And so I did kind of a risky thing, and I faux finished painted the floor, or the steps so that they would match the floors that we have, and it's held up so good. Like, I was worried because, you know, paint chips and wears and tears, but it looks amazing and has held up so good. I am using the O-Cedar flat mop in here, and I really do like this mop. I think it's a good choice for just easy flat, like laminate or probably LVP as well. But it does a good job. It does leave the floors, in my opinion, it leaves the floors a little bit like wetter than the ring mop. It does sort of ring the mop against like this piece of plastic when you kind of dip it in the waste part or whatever, the wringer part. But I still really like it. I think it does a really good job, and it's so slim and easy to store. The O-Cedar big spin mop bucket is just so large and bulky, and a lot of people don't have a lot of extra space to store like cleaning supplies. So I think it's a good buy. My poor dining room has become a dumping zone, so I'm gonna get in here and clean all the toys off and put them where they need to go. We moved the cat tower in here just because the cat likes the tower to be in different areas, and it's helped him not want to like attack my leather couch. So it is kind of an eyesore, but it works in here for now. We'll probably move it in the living room or upstairs again. He just likes different things. So once we move it, he'll investigate and just like obsess over it. My husband bought that dancing skeleton for Halloween. So I do have, I told him he has to wait a little bit before we put it outside or wherever we're going to put it. But, I'm just cleaning up some of the ripped carpet that the cat has been enjoying on the cat stand, and just give everything a really nice wipe down in here. And not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since I did a good wipe down of this table as well. So at first I was just gonna leave everything in the center, and then I decided, come on, Jess, do the whole thing. Don't use a shortcut, and make sure it's all clean. I love that this table like came with a glass top in here. We haven't used it as much as I thought we would, just because everyone is busy. So if it's just me, Malcolm, and my husband, will eat in the kitchen table, and reserve this for when we have bigger family dinners. But everybody's on a different schedule. My daughter is working pretty much full time cutting hair, and she's getting ready to go to the community college in the fall for her business degree. And then my oldest son is working all the time and not home as much as he used to be. So it is just kind of crazy that sometimes our house is absolutely full, and then sometimes it's just 3 of us. We also have the leaves that go in the table. The table will spread out to fit, I think, 12 people. So one of the goals I have is to clean out the Harry Potter closet, the closet underneath the stairs, because it is full of just like DIY stuff. And that's where I'm going to put the leaves of the table. I'm getting ready to show you a close-up of this skeleton my husband bought. And then I also have 2 little teeny Christmas trees in the corner. Yes, I'm already thinking about Christmas. And this got delivered, so it was easy to just kind of shove it in the corner until I can figure out where I'm going to store that. I needed to tidy up the powder room as well. We have I keep saying that Malcolm's a toddler, and my husband says it as well. And someone corrected me and said that Malcolm is not a toddler anymore. And you are totally correct. I need to start saying he's preschooler, or like he's just a kid. He's just a big kid now. So he's definitely not a toddler anymore. He's definitely a big kid. And, you know, I am constantly cleaning this bathroom because this is pretty much the main bathroom that he uses. Because his bedroom is downstairs as well. He'll alternate between my bathroom and this bathroom. Also, I have an update about my bathroom because I'm going to be redoing it soon. But there's like 50 million steps before we actually start it. We wanted to finally get a whole house filter. So that's actually getting installed soon. Water filtration system for the whole house. We have a whole house filter, but now we're getting like the softener, like the sediment filter, like we're getting like the big deal filter getting installed soon, because we both didn't want to do all that money in new fixtures and new everything and still like have irony water everywhere ruining everything. So we're getting that installed, and then we can work on getting our bathroom done. So super excited about that. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this motivated you to tackle an area in your home that you've been wanting to deep clean. I promise I will get back on a better schedule, and we have so much going on. I have a little bit of a living room makeover as well. I ordered some new furniture, and I want to do some deep cleaning in there, switch out some things, and eventually I will do my fall decor. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.